With today's technology, it's easier than ever before to see what people are up to. All you have to do is look at Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook to see a slideshow of selfies or landscapes or meals. Not to mention text posts, which let us know what all our friends and followers are up to. But that's not always how people talked about themselves. Back in the day, people used to get together and just talk with each other. So, how did they show off their photography skills? I suppose you could hand your friend a stack of pictures, but that was probably a little bit awkward, especially if there were a bunch of people there. You could use an album, but that's still only 2 or 3 people looking at it at a time. Well, what people used to do is they used to convert their photos into slides and show them through a mechanical slide projector. When my grandfather was alive, he was an avid photographer. He converted thousands of photos into slides, and when he died, there were a lot of them, and it was a little too much for my family to really go through them. But I decided I wanted to go through them, because I didn't want to forget the memories that were important to him and my grandmother and my aunts and uncles, and going through them kind of helped me feel a little bit closer to my family. Now, when I got these slides, I also got a mechanical slide projector, and being a millennial and never having used something like that, I was a little bit lost. So I thought today that I would teach you how to use a mechanical slide projector, so that if you're in the same situation, you won't have to choose between memories and forgetting. This is the projector. It's a box. Inside is a light that will go through the little slide, which looks like this, and project it onto a screen. This is where your controls are, and where you load it. This is the focus knob. It pushes the lens forward or backward, making the picture bigger or smaller, and in turn focuses the image. This is the auto timer. If you have the slides and you know that they're all in the right direction and order, then you can just set this to a specific interval and it'll do all the work for you. Pretty useful. This is the forward button. If you want to do things manually, you go forward one at a time using this button. Kind of obvious. And this is the reverse button. It doesn't technically make the slide go in reverse. What it does is changes the direction in which the carousel moves. When you press this, and then this, you go backwards. This knob is important. It controls the fan and the light. If you have an unaltered projector, you probably have a pretty old light. You want to be very careful not to jostle the projector while it's going. The internal fan keeps things at a relatively cool temperature, but the filament in these old lights gets so hot that with too much moving around, it'll snap, and, well, there goes your light. When you turn the projector off, you want to leave the fan running until the box is cool to the touch and the air coming out of the back vent is room temperature. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, do I have to sit right next to this thing? I want to watch pictures with everybody else. Well, you don't have to. This is a remote. All you have to do is plug it in here, plug it in here, the time before wireless remotes, and you're ready to go. Well, almost ready. You also have to load the carousel. Now, we pulled this arm out earlier. All you have to do is set it gently so that it catches, and you're ready. With the carousel in, there's one more function I want to go over. If you have the carousel loaded and it's projecting, and you find out you have a slide in backwards, just pull it up and turn it around. Now just set up your screen and you're ready for a show. Disassembly is even easier than assembly. Now you can show your friends what it was like to brag about yourself before Instagram or Facebook.